Hello everybody, thank you for joining me on the Comic Gamer Movie Show, and today I am here to talk about 2022. 2021 is coming to an end. I will put out my top 5 films of the year, and I will also put out a couple other things as well, but mostly my top 5 films of the year. It's going to be a weird one because I haven't seen as many films as I usually would have, just because of COVID and everything. Theaters is still kind of weird, and I recently, even at my job, I recently got more, went full time at my job. So like, not that recently. I've been doing it for about almost a year now. But like, taking that position on had really just shifted. You guys probably noticed I don't make as many videos as I did like a year ago, like a year or two ago, because I just got a different work schedule now. I got different work schedules. I got different things going on in my life. The passing of my mother. There's a lot of stuff going on that, like, my work schedule has just kind of changed. So, I haven't been able to put out as many videos, and I really haven't been able to get to the movie theaters as often as I would like to. But, I've seen enough movies that I think I could do at least a top 5. And I probably will eventually rank, and I will rank the MCU shows as well. But this video isn't about that. This video is about the future. This video is about the future, and it's about the Marvel Cinematic Universe future. So I will not be counting Morbius, and I will not be counting Into the Spider-Verse as MCU properties, because they're not MCU properties. They're Sony Marvel properties. But I am just going to talk about what's coming in 2022. And for right now, I can't really give you too many specifics. There's a solid date. I think Doctor Strange is coming out in like... I believe Doctor Strange is coming out in, is it July? Is it May? I'm trying to think. I think Doctor Strange is coming out in May. Thor Love and Thunder comes out after that. And then Black Panther Wakanda Forever is supposed to come out sometime in November. Though that's the film side of things. And, honestly, I'm excited for Doctor Strange. I'm excited for I've already made a video talking about my concerns about Wakanda Forever. Apparently there's a whole fucking tangent. There's an entire... the movement happening about recast T'Challa, and it's just like, I don't think that's gonna happen because they're literally in the middle of filming. They're like if they're filming, it's too late. They're not gonna stop filming to go, shit, man. All right, we gotta go find an actor. Pause this. Find an actor, bring them in, redo everything we just did, and then do it. No, they're not gonna do that. They're filming. They've already filmed a large portion of the film. They're about to start back up filming not too long from now. Whatever they chose to do, that is what they're doing. Now, no. I'm pretty sure they're pretty dedicated to what they're doing. This is happening. So, I see a lot of a hashtag recast, but it's too late now. They're already committed to this. They're already filming. They're not going to just stop filming just because of a hashtag. See, that's the fucking problem with the fucking Save the Snyder Cut and the Daredevil shit, is like when people have this perception that they won something when they didn't. Like, when they didn't actually change anything. It's why I've always argued with, even, with other people in my comment section about it. I'm like people think that Marvel kept Charlie Cox and, Vincent D'Onofrio because of a hashtag. No, Marvel didn't keep Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio because of a hashtag. They kept them because many years ago, Kevin Feige said that if he had cast Daredevil or Kingpin himself, it would have been those two actors. And it's not a coincidence that many years ago when he said that he brought them back. It was just like it lined up. And the same thing happened with the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut was created the Snyder Cut didn't get greenlit, didn't get created because of the hashtag in the fandom. It got made and created because Warner Brothers / HBO Max couldn't pump out any big premiere DC projects that they had already announced that they were gonna do. So they just put that out instead. But I digress. That's just me going on a small little tangent. But Black Panther Wakanda Forever is definitely... It has me nervous. I'll need a trailer to really get shored up. So that leaves... So I will tell you right now, the MCU movie I'm most excited for next year is Thor Love and Thunder. I mean, just... First of all, no one's really talking about it. Because we have nothing to really talk about. We've seen, they've announced a lot of stuff. But man, ever since I saw the images of like Chris Hemsworth and the people, the Guardians and stuff, and like we're hearing stuff like, oh man, then that poster that was like some shitty kind of weird poster, not leaked poster, but it was an official, unofficial, it was like it wasn't supposed to be seen yet poster with Thor next to Jane and riding on the fucking, I mean, like, Thor Love and Thunder is gonna be insane. I am so hyped. I love Thor Ragnarok. I think anyone who doesn't love Thor Ragnarok and doesn't like the film because of its humor is a joyless fucking Grinch. You need to lighten the fuck up. Like, if you don't love Thor Love and if you don't like Thor Ragnarok, you need to reevaluate some shit because you might take yourself way too seriously. You need to calm down, Batman. You know, like, if you don't like Thor Ragnarok, you sit in the dark. You sit in the dark listening to fucking Nirvana, okay? Like, if you don't like Thor Ragnarok, you, my friend, really must be a depressing person to talk to. That's just my opinion. I love Thor Ragnarok. I think, in my personal opinion, to this day, out of every MCU film I have seen, I think it's the most fun. Like, it may not be the best. And understand, there's a difference between being the most fun. Like, that's like, there's a difference when people say, pick your favorite Marvel film. I don't think, we go, okay, I'm gonna pick the film that's, like, that has the most emotional, you know, stuff to me. But when you, like, break it down and go, no, what's the actual best Marvel film? Like, actual film? No, I don't think Thor Ragnarok is the best Marvel film. But I think it's the most thoroughly entertaining and most fun. I think it's just so fun. Like, it was a movie. It's the MCU film that I can just put on. I feel like Thor Ragnarok, Winter Soldier, Thor Ragnarok, Winter Soldier, Black Panther. Let me think. The OG Iron Man. There's probably a couple others. But those are the ones that I feel like I could just put on and, like, anyone who's in the room with me can just watch it. You know what I mean? Because it's entertaining. You don't need all this other stuff. You don't need these no, it's just like, this is just a fun thing. This is just an entertaining thing. And I am so excited for Love and Thunder. I mean, Christian Bale is playing Gore the God Butcher. There's not enough being made about that. Christian Bale, Oscar-nominated Christian Bale. Did he win an Oscar? I'm not sure. I can't remember. I know he was nominated. Christian Bale is playing Gore the God Butcher. Now, how they're gonna play that, who the fuck knows? But he's here. So, like, and you know, fucking, they got Natalie Portman, who is an Oscar winner, coming back to play Jane Foster, the mighty Thor. Are they gonna do the cancer thing? Are they gonna do the cancer story? Who knows? I'm not sure. But there's so much in this film. You got Tessa Thompson coming back as Valkyrie. She's running Asgard. And apparently there was an Easter egg in Spider-Man No Way Home about Asgard. And like, new Asgard. New Asgard. And like, there's some leak that make it look kind of cool. Oh man, I'm so excited for this film. Like, I'm just so anticipating the first trailer for that. But other than that, you know, Thor Love and Thunder is my most anticipated film of the year. It's my most anticipated film of the year. I am so hyped for that thing. Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness, I am hyped for that in a different kind of way. Because, one, I love the OG Doctor Strange. A fellow YouTuber made a video talking about how it's an underrated film, and it really is an underrated film. I love that original Doctor Strange. I really had so much fun with that film. The special effects should have won an Oscar. It should have won an Oscar for VFX just because of the things they were doing. It was an exception on steroids. And it was a nice story to it, too, about a man, you know, the whole, it's not about you. And I thought, you know, there's a lot of controversy around Tilda Swinton being the Ancient One. And even Kevin Feige came out and said if we went back and did it again, we probably wouldn't have cast Tilda Swinton. Honestly, if they went back and did it again, they probably would have cast like Michelle Yeoh or something like that, like a female Asian character. So because the whole reason they didn't cast an old Asian dude is because they didn't want to be stereotypical. So they probably could have cast an Asian woman. And that way they could have been like, oh, we did something different, and it is what it is. To Tilda Swinton was amazing as the Ancient One. I loved her Ancient One. I love seeing her in other films as well. Hope she comes back in Multiverse of Madness. But, you know, Multiverse of Madness has a lot going on. You got fucking Scarlet Witch. You got a dark version of Doctor Strange. You got so much going on. And not to mention something that hasn't been talked about, and I haven't really talked about a lot on my channel, is the rumored appearances. There's just as many rumored appearances in this as there was in Spider-Man No Way Home. It's just that Spider-Man is Spider-Man and Doctor Strange is Doctor Strange. So, like, you know, it's just it hits the ear a bit differently. But there have been rumors about, you know, Deadpool. There's been rumors about the X-Men. There's a whole rumor that apparently Scarlet Witch gets in a fight with an X-Men character, and it's awesome. Which I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, if this is true, it's gonna be Magneto. In fact, there was just rumors not a couple days ago that the success of Spider-Man No Way Home only is just reconfirmed Marvel's confidence in doing some of these cameos in Doctor Strange. So they're supposed to be, so if No Way Home is an indicator of Doctor Strange, let's put it this way, if you enjoyed No Way Home and you had a great time with that, then you should take all your excitement and put it into Doctor Strange. Because from what I've heard, at least the rumors, and you look around on the internet, there is just as many cameos, if not more, and it is just as bonkers. And it's just as bonkers, if not more bonkers, than Spider-Man. And I'm curious to how this film's gonna go. It comes out, I believe it comes out May, or is it May? Maybe it's closer than May. Is it July? It's July. I don't know. And it comes out, it's not like, it comes out a little ways away, okay? Technically, but we really don't know what the next MCU thing is, because after that, then you go into the shows. The only thing we know is Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Ms. Marvel are all coming out. And what if season 2? Because they had already started production on that. They had already started working on that. What if season 2 was already in the works, you know, working on it? So that's all we know. We know that She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel, and Moon Knight, and What If are coming out next year. That's it. We don't know is when, because they haven't given a solid announcement of the dates, which is so strange because Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk have been in the works for a while. She-Hulk, I mean, Ms. Marvel in particular, that's wrapped filming a long time ago. I mean, I remember them putting out a little bit of a sizzle reel on it way back before before they even aired WandaVision. They had a little sizzle reel with Ms. Marvel in it. No, it was after WandaVision. But like, it was a ways back. It was like 7 months ago. Yeah, about 7 months ago. They had Ms. Marvel in the sizzle reel. So like, this show has finished a while ago. So it's curious of why they haven't announced that it's coming out soon. They're curious that they haven't announced when any of the Disney Plus stuff is coming out. Like, at all. All they've done is confirm that it's coming. We don't know when any of these shows are coming. We don't know when the House of Agatha is gonna come. We don't know when Armor Wars is gonna come. Armor Wars wasn't even in the presentation to be coming soon, so we don't even know when that's gonna start filming. We don't know when any of the Disney Plus stuff is coming. We have a good idea. Like, all of the movies are pretty much, Doctor Strange is wrapped, Thor: Love and Thunder is pretty much wrapped, but we have no idea when any of the shows are coming. And they did the same thing when Hawkeye, after Loki had ended, Hawkeye was next, and we knew Hawkeye was next, but they hadn't put out anything. It was like four, at least like, it had to be a good 4 or 5, maybe a month, man, where they hadn't even announced anything on Hawkeye. They didn't announce when it was happening. They didn't announce, you know, we hadn't seen a trailer. All we had was behind the scenes leaks. We didn't even have a poster for a while, man. There was like I said, there was like a 2-3 week, no, there was like a 2-3, maybe 4 week span where there wasn't even a trailer. And you were just like, well, I know Hawkeye's coming, so what the fuck is it? And they're doing it again because there hasn't been an inkling. I haven't seen anyone post that the first trailer for something's coming soon. It's been so strange. At least put out a trailer for something. And these projects, like I said, Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, and She-Hulk, by all accounts have wrapped filming and should be, you know, I don't want to rush things, but I am a bit like, what's going on with this? But, you know, maybe it's not that big of a deal. Maybe, you know, I know within at least the next 2 weeks, we should hear about one of these shows, and they should be coming out relatively soon because there's going to be a big-ass gap between Doctor Strange and Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, it's going to be a pretty large gap. It's going to be like a 4 or 5 month gap between those films. So, or maybe, yeah, 4? I forget when Doctor Strange is coming out. But it's going to be a nice gap between those films. The biggest gap that the MCU has had. So you figure that somewhere between January and February, something's coming out. It's all I know. It's like somewhere between January and February, Marvel will be dropping something. They will. I don't know when, I don't know how, but they will. But all we know is, and you know, guess in the comment section, which show do you think is coming? I know it seems like Ms.Marvel would be the obvious choice because it's the one that's pretty much the most finished. But maybe they want to do She-Hulk. Maybe they want to do Moon Knight. I'm not sure. But one of those shows has to be next up. And I'm curious how they're going to go about it. Either way, I'm just waiting for a new trailer. Because, like, I kind of have a concept of what Multiverse of Madness is going to be like. Just because I've like, there's been so much talked about it. I really want a Thor Love and Thunder trailer. I need a Thor Love and Thunder trailer. I need it in the veins. I remember when I saw the first Thor Ragnarok trailer. I cried. Because, one, the song, I was like, this is fucking crazy. This is awesome. The imagery of the Valkyries falling out of the sky. And I almost teared up when I saw Hela's helmet, because I was like, oh my god, they're doing it! They're doing the weird antler helmet from the comics! That's what I was like, this is why I love you, Marvel. This is why I love you, Marvel. The balls to just do that. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to keep the weird antler helmet, but you did it for comic book accuracy, and I love you for it. And so I'm just so anticipating that trailer. Like, I'm telling you right now, the Thor Love and Thunder trailer is gonna be the best trailer of the year. It's gonna go hard. Cause you know they're gonna have some hair metal, just it's gonna be so over the top, man. I'm so anticipating it. I'm so anticipating it. I am a bit nervous about Ms.Marvel because it's a teenager show, which, I mean, Spider-Man Homecoming handled the teenager aspects well, so, they kind of show the MCU can handle it. Now, it kind of makes me wish John Watts was directing this Ms.Marvel show, because I'm like, I don't know, the teenagers thing, there's a lot of grown adults, aggressive, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, stick up their ass people in the MCU community who they just want adult stuff, that I am afraid that they're gonna really go hard at Ms.Marvel just because it's not the tone that they want. It's the same people who are upset at Thor Ragnarok for not being this dark, depressing, R-rated thing that would only have made like $200 million and not gotten a sequel, and they would have went on and on about it being a cult classic for the next 20 years. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please do like, subscribe, and tell me below, what is the MCU project? Oh, no, two. What's the MCU show you're looking most forward to, and what's the MCU film you're looking most forward to? Comment below, let me know. How are you guys feeling? Are you excited for Marvel in 2022? I am. This is where the sequels come, baby. No more new films. This is sequel city. All these films are going to do great. MCU is going to return back to that high level shit, starting with Doctor Strange or whatever show happens to come out. Plus, I made a video earlier talking about how the shows are nothing but prologues to the movies. We will start to see some actual shit with these shows because these are new characters leading the way. So this will be a more indicator of what the MCU can do with their shows than the other shows that were really just designed to further stories and films. These shows coming up are not. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Guy Movie Show again. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.